Hey, I'm Jason Wood, the VA Loan Guy and host of the Armed and Ready podcast. Please come and check out this exciting episode we have for you. Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Armed and Ready podcast. I'm your host, Jason Wood, the VA Loan Guy. Today we have Marine veteran Ricky Ferrand, known as Tank, on the show today. We're super pumped to have him on the show. So, Tank, thanks for being on today, man. I appreciate your time.
Hey, thank you very much, man. It's an honor and pleasure to be here.
Absolutely, brother. When did you get into the military? Why'd you join the Marines?
A communism survivor. Came from Cuba at the age of 13 years old. Have a lot of family members who have become United States Marine, earned the title United States Marine. So I just want to follow their footsteps. So at the age of, graduated high school early, at the age of 17 years old, I earned my Eagle Globe and Anchor, something that was dear to my heart. Wanted to fight communism, wanted to give something back to America for the freedoms and opportunities that we didn't have in Cuba. So that was one of my main reasons.
Nice. And how long did you serve?
Just 4 years. I did my 4 years, honorable discharge, got my good cookie, and got out.
Nice. What'd you do while you were in? What was your job?
I was 0311, 0331 with 37 Lima Company.
Nice. So when you got out, what did you do? Did you have a plan? Like after that 4 years, did you have like a master goal, like what you were trying to do? Or, what was the thought process like when you were looking at getting out?
There were so many things that I was trying to focus on. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to, I wanted to have a job, a good, stable, opportunity. There were so many things going on at the time. So what happened was literally, just fall on my lap. I walked into this recruiting office and applied for a position they had available. The lady saw talent in me, and she took me up on her wing and ended up becoming an executive recruiter. So at the time, when you get out, you have no idea what you're going to do. You're looking at your GI Bill. You're thinking about going to college, maybe go to police department route. That's usually what 0311's infantry guys do. They usually go police officer or, some other type of, or go to school, go to college, You
got into recruiting. How long did you do that?
14 years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I was very successful at it. Went up all the way to senior recruiter, branch manager, even, I ended up having my own branch at some point. I was very successful at it, at the age of, I was 22, 23 years old, and I was doing six figures, back in the early 2000s. So, you can't find too many young guys to get out of the military and be successful and be able to make that kind of money. Yeah,
no, you're totally right. What do you think was kind of a contributor to your success? I mean, at a young age, to be able to be at a six-figure income, what would you attribute that to?
Fearless. I had no fear to talk to people, to work with people, to close agreements, make contracts. I was easy to talk to, easy to relate to. Spoke two languages, spoke Spanish and English, so I was able to deal with two demographics simultaneously, fill different opportunities with different companies simultaneously. Multitasker, all these things that kind of like the military kind of, build me up to. Yeah. Be a team player, just and understand people and listen to people, what they're looking for a need, looking for a want, those type of things. So I kind of had those, those things that people have to go to school for it and learn how to become a good salesperson or how to become a good recruiter and whatnot. I already had it in me to be able to do that.
Yeah. You mentioned fearless in there, and it's interesting. So in my line of work too, in sales, in mortgage sales, having that fearlessness to get on the phone, just like you were doing in recruiting, right? There's so many people in any kind of sales capacity that have like that call reluctancy, right? They're just afraid to get on the phone. They're afraid of that rejection, right?
Right.
So being able to have that fearlessness of, who cares? Just make the call. Someone says no, you're fine. Like you didn't lose a limb. You just make the next call. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So what are you up to these days? I know you run a nonprofit, Uncle Sam's Misguided Children.
Yeah, I want to be clear. It is not a nonprofit.
Oh, sorry.
I don't run a nonprofit. Yeah, I did run a nonprofit at the beginning, simultaneously with Uncle Sam's Misguided Children, but I closed it down.
Okay.
So No, Uncle Sammy's Got a Children is a brand. It's an actual brand. It's been around since 2009. Something that happened to me in the business of executive recruiting when I was doing 14 years, I got burned out. And I got to a point I was sick and tired of the corporate world, making really good money. The first year working in the business, I made the company $3 million just the first year. And while I was making some, sustainable amount and doing very well, it was not even a percent of what I was making the company. So a client of mine, just came to me and was honest with me and said, if you worked as hard as you're working for yourself, even if you make half the money, you'll be happier. So I got point in my career, 14 years, man. I was like I said, I was one of the top recruiters nationwide to look forward to work with. I literally walked out my job, and decided to start building my own business, whatever that was. I didn't care. I just wanted to create my own business. So ended up doing a couple of ventures, didn't go so well. And then Uncle Sammy's Got a Children back in 2009. I decided to get into social media, created a page for it. Uncle Sammy's Got a Children, very non-politically correct name. So I didn't think the military was going to go after me for using it. And that was the key. I decided to use it to express my views, to create a community under it, and it just blew up. Millions and millions of followers nationwide, even worldwide, and therefore I created the brand.
That's really cool. So what is the brand? Like, what do you do?
Well, as of last year, before being taken down, we had 2.5 million on Facebook and million on Instagram. What did we do? We done a lot, man. We actually were the ones who broke the VA scandal in Arizona. So we used not only we sell product, we sell apparel. At a point in time, we actually have a blog and we write articles, write stories, and we try to give veterans voices. A lot of veterans and first responders voices who the media does not want to touch. So for whatever reason. So the VA scandal was one of the first stories we broke and actually got an investigation involved and got people to know it and finally got people involved to stop what was happening in Arizona.
Did you guys get the social media pages shut down as a result of kind of the recent, wave of, shutting down opposing views of stuff, or when did that take place?
Yeah, it's been going on for quite some time, man. Back in 2009, when we built it, we blew up real quick, real fast. 2011, 2012, they took us down to 654,000. We were one of the largest social media pages, military-owned, veteran-owned at the time. And the reason why, man, is because Benghazi, I'm really good friends with John Tigan. I served with him in 3-7. And Boone and all those guys. So, at the time they were writing a book. I was one of the first ones to have an internet radio on actual social media before podcasts, before all these good stuff was happening. And I was giving these guys a voice to talk about the things that were going on. And so therefore I was silenced at the time. You got a Latino immigrant, communism survivor, United States Marine veteran, creating a very loyal community under one brand, and they fear that. So yes, I was silenced. I've been silenced throughout the time. Not just one time, several times, dozens of times.
And are you guys back up and running today then on your social platforms?
Yes, we not on Facebook. We have law firm lawyers involved. DeSantis wrote that bill, so we're working on that. We are very small on Instagram. They got a shadow ban, but every day the new people find us. I have started my own brand for rifles, created Uncle Sam's guns, AR-15 platforms right now, but we're working on AR-10s. So I'm doing gun shows here in Florida, and which is really, really cool, getting to know grassroots level at these gun shows in Orlando, Tampa, Miami. And this is just in Florida. There's people hitting me up on LinkedIn and say, hey, when are you going to come to Texas? When are you going to come to Georgia? When are you going to come to North Carolina? So our people's out there. Here's the thing. When you lose 2.5 million people and you're reaching 40 million people, and you have developed this brand for many, many years, you got 2 generations of patriots that have been following you. And some of those generations have actually been in the military, and their kids are now joining the military. Wow. And, Army, Navy. So it's very loyal, man. So just because they take you away on social media doesn't mean it goes away. They actually know who you are and what you're all about.
No, that's really interesting. Just seeing all the different pages and things getting shut down. And I think it's been cool to watch. I mean, I'm out in California, so it's kind of a different world out here with all that stuff. But it's been great watching DeSantis and what he's doing in the state of Florida, and really sticking up for people. And I think doing the right thing a lot of times. So that's really, really cool. Any thoughts you might have for someone who is maybe looking at getting out of the military and starting their own type of venture, whether they're going to get into a big social platform or podcasting, or maybe they're going to start a clothing line, or whatever type of entrepreneurial endeavor. You've done really well and carried with you some great qualities. Is there anything that you could share with young men or women who are maybe looking to do something like that?
Find what you love and let it kill you, man. Find that thing that you love. If you don't, whatever you're going to get into, you got to love what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that is. I don't know what each individual thing is, but find what you love and focus 110% on it, and you will be successful. And don't focus on the money. Money won't make you happy, man. I've had it all. I've had it all, man. Trust me. And it hasn't made me happy as much as it is to create a brand that you got millions of followers. You got people with your logo tattoo on their back, their size of God. And that's all, at the end of the day, I could die tomorrow. There's a guy in Texas with my logo tattoo on their back. That's, what else do you want? Done things for people that a lot of people we even dreamed of. We filled $1 million into Katy, Texas during the hurricane. Fed the Marines there, worked with the camping world, brought 5 tons of water to the community there, brought 5 boats, airboats, and rescue people while they were tied down in their homes underwater. Came back to Florida, filled $1 million into a warehouse here. These are all the things that never came in the news, never came in the media, but we did it, and I'm very proud of what we have done as a community, as a tribe, as a brand. Met the President Donald Trump, met the First Lady. The Secret Service put me to work and actually protected him while he was down here in Naples, feeding the elderly, what do you call it? These trailer park homes that was devastated by the hurricane. I was there with my team. Fed the National Guard down here as well. And then the rest of the supplies and relief, I took it down to Puerto Rico. And we did this not as a nonprofit, but as a brand, as a company, as a brand. I put my own money into it to because I care, because I care about my community. So at the end of the day, whatever happens, we've done a lot, what I'm saying, for our company and our brand. So what I'm trying to get to the point in your question is, find what you love, right? And no matter what, stick to it. No matter what happens, stick to it. And eventually, you will be happy.
Man, so many good points there. And I think, that big thing is, just following your passion, right? They said if you love what you do for work, you're never really working, right?
Right.
Because you're doing that thing that your heart follows.
Right.
And I had like a realization of that for myself in the mortgage industry. I've been in the mortgage industry since 2001. So after the crash and trying to kind of rebuild and get going and things, like I hit a big level of burnout just doing mortgages, right? So it took me, kind of some soul searching to figure out, okay, what is it about this business that really gives me that self-satisfaction, right? Is it just doing the loan? Is it helping someone buy a house? And ultimately what I discovered was helping the military community. Like that's what really drove me. That's what made me excited. And so I kind of doubled down, build my brand around that and everything else. And that's what drives me today, because it's a really underserved group of people with the best real estate financing potential of anybody. So, I completely agree with you on that. And, for those listening, it really is, man, just take some soul searching and figure out what it is that you truly have a passion about, and you can build something around that for sure.
Sure, man.
So what was it like? You got to protect the president a little bit. You know, tell us about that experience. Did you get to meet him and spend some time with him? You know, what was that like?
Well, no, it was very short visit. Yeah, it was a proud moment in my life that to be able to protect the president, to be asked by the Secret Service, because Donald Trump, you know, he's the guy that, hey, I want to do this, and there's nobody stopping him. So at the time, the area was not secure, and the Secret Service had to show up first and make sure it was secure, and they didn't have the manpower to keep him there, protected. So they hire us, our team, and because of our background, and put us to work. So yeah, it was always going to be a proud moment. I'm always going to be very proud of sharing that experience. Met the First Lady, met Mike Pence. I did not have a lot of time spending with them. They came in, they show up, and they left. Gotcha. But during that period of time was very memorable.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal. I got to work on a presidential campaign years ago, and the president came to speak. It was President Bush. He was running for re-election, and he came to speak. So of course, Secret Service was there and everything, the day before, setting stuff up, and it was cool. It was a big deal to be able to work in that presence, and you're feet away from the president, and of course, Secret Service everywhere and stuff. It's quite an operation. It's pretty neat. Those Secret Service guys are dialed. They're really dialed.
Yep. Especially, at the time, man, I was so tired, man. I was driving from Sarasota to Naples, broken down truck, man, bringing down ice to the police department, the National Guard, every day, 3 times a day, man. I was driving 2.5 hours back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, wow.
So that was kind of like the sort of like the tap on the back. Hey, man, this was all worth it. You know what I mean? When you finally got to, do something right and be in the right place at the right time, and meet something that someone that you care about.
Yeah. What are some of your goals, with your business, and what's kind of the direction you guys are aiming to head towards?
My goal right now is to sell as many Pew sticks and rifles, AR-15s as I can to everybody. Put every American AR-15 platform in their hands. I heard California, 4th of July, man, you're gonna get your you're going to get your assault rifles back, or whatever they want to call them.
Nice.
But I'm looking forward to that, man. I got a lot of people out there that want our rifles.
Can we pre-order with you for all us California guys?
Yeah, I would love to, man. Let me show you a case right here, man. I got I don't know if you guys time, but
yeah, let's check it out.
Yeah, so this is one of our series, which is the Patent Series rifle. It basically is the custom AR-15 platforms. Got it to shoot. Here's one of the coolest things has happened 2 weeks ago. I was in Vegas and got to meet Randy Couture. We were filming the TV show called Surviving Man. Going to showcase in July on the Discovery Channel, over 100 million people. But our platform had to go to some testing while we were there. So this AR-15 platform's got a match grade stainless steel barrel that shoots Wild 223, that shoots both 5.56 and 223 accurately. Got an adjustable drop-in 3 6-pound pressure trigger, flat trigger, nickel-borne BCG, NB 45-degree angle safety, custom grip. You got a low-key stock, and you got a silent capture system. A lot of people don't know about the silent capture system. I do have it here, but I'll have to drop the rifle to show you. But it's very different than the Vietnam era typical buffer and spring system.
Okay.
In the back. So you also got adjustable gas block and a Kong brake. So great system, very low recoil, which makes it very accurate platform. We were able to shoot at 800 yards in the middle of the desert with a 5.56 55 grain regular ammo. We shoot at 100 yards on target every single time. Winds coming from, I was in a very unstable position, and it was just really, it was exciting to see that happening. So it's a very good system, and is at a good price, a really good price. Most of these systems go for $3,000, $2,500, something like that. Not even close. It's literally half of that. So yeah, I'm really excited, man. We're working on a bundle package for the tactical games. I don't know if you heard of them.
No.
But the tactical games, you never heard of the tactical games?
I haven't.
Okay. So the tactical games is like CrossFit meets tactical.
Okay.
Super badass, man. So if you ever get a chance to get involved in it, or even try it out, even compete in it. I mean, you got all kinds of yahoos that get involved in it. I got a buddy of mine, got him involved. He's a full cage guy, and he's becoming really good at it, to say the least. And they're competing against guys who were Navy SEALs, guys who were recon. So you got civilians, you got military police, you got all kinds of guys. But anyways, CrossFit meets the tactical work. So you're going up a rope with a rig, you're going up a wall, and then you have to shoot. You got to pick up sandbags. You got to run 3 miles with a ruck in the back. It's pretty hardcore, man. So we're building a signature bundle that's going to be an AR pistol with a with actual upper. So I'm really excited what we're doing right now. We're going to bring back the apparel business. When we were shut down, we had over $2,500 products. A lot of people are asking me back for our designs. They want to support it back. But when they want to censor you, they take down your PayPal account, they take down your bank account, they take down your store, they take down everything from you. You got to start all over from again. So, one of the advice I could tell you, man, I'm sure you get a lot of people in here that tell you how successful they are. The thing that makes me successful, bro, is I don't quit. Is they take things from me that I have worked really hard for, and I have completely got up, dust off, and started all over again. You know what I'm saying? The great thing about Uncle Sammy's Schedule, the brand that I make, is we're everywhere. We're loyal. We're millions and millions of followers, nationwide and worldwide. So we're not going anywhere. So this is the idea right now with the new venture, which is under Uncle Sammy's Guided Children, is the new AR-15 platforms and any other types of rifles that we're going to be promoting.
That's awesome. And for the rifles, I see your shirt there. Is it UncleSam'sGuns.com?
Yes, sir.
Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah, free shipping and a 10-year warranty, man. So yeah,
that's incredible.
Free shipping and 10-year warranty.
How are you guys doing? I know, my buddies and stuff, and always have guns. Like ammo has been, hard to get certain types of ammo. Are you guys seeing kind of the same thing out in Florida too?
Well, yes, of course, ammunition. But here's the thing: when it comes to, I want to name out Legion's Ammunition. Legion Ammunition is my sponsor for the tactical games and other types of competitions. And they make subsonic and frangible ammunition as well, 9mm and 5.56 as well. They do have ammunition right now. The thing is with ammunition, there's no shortage. They're building over capacity. So they're over 250% producing ammunition every single day. Just people are hoarding. So, they don't just buy, every time there's ammo, man, people are buying 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, right? So, the ammunition is there. We have ammunition, but it's just, people are hoarding, man. They just, they see the light at the end of the tunnel, whatever you want to call it. But eventually I think it's going to plateau. Right now it's plateauing. Right now in the industry with our ammunition gun, people are kind of just sitting back and not really spending a lot of money into it. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's going on, but all the rifles, this is coming from all around in the rifle industry, in the gun industry, or even the ammunition industry. So you're seeing prices drop right now. So right now is a good time for us to catch up with our overload, because even in the rifle manufacturing business, we're producing above the limit. So we actually need a break. We actually need to kind of calm things down and help us catch up, to the amount of orders we're getting. And same thing with the ammunition company. So you're going to see ammunition drop probably in the next month or so. And then maybe we'll pick up again. More likely it will. But with California opening up, if you guys open up for, it's going to be a different ball of business.
Yeah.
Different world.
No, I'm excited about that. I'm definitely going to check out your site, and I can't wait for that to open back up because it's been super restricted here.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be pandemonium, man.
That's awesome. Well, we'll do what we can to support you here through the podcast, and anybody that's listening, UncleSam'sGuns.com. If you guys want to check out these amazing rifles and connect with Tank's sponsor for ammunition as well. Sounds like we're going to be in a pretty good place here pretty soon with all that stuff. So definitely support another veteran in his business. And we just want to see you keep growing, man, and keep doing what you're doing, fighting the good fight.
Appreciate it, brother. Same thing to you, man. We do have a blog. We do have writers. We help a lot of veterans get their story out. This is something that has made us who we are. Now we just write apparel and things like that. But we can tell your story. You can come on my podcast too.
Yeah.
And share your success and whatnot, and talk about anything you want. Anything at all. But yeah, I mean, we can help one another. This is big important things about the veteran is help one another, push each other, support each other, 110%, man. All we got at the end is each other, man. There's us against them, bro. The only time they need us is when they want something from us, and we need each other more so than anybody else, because this is how we stop the suicide rate. This is how we end the destruction of our brothers and sisters. So you're doing God's work, bro. Keep doing it. Keep making it happen, bro.
Yeah. Same to you. And yeah, let's connect on your podcast, and let's cross collaborate, man, and see what we can do to help each other out. I think it would be big.
100%, brother. 100%.
Awesome. Well, Tank, thanks so much, man. I appreciate your service. Appreciate everything that you're doing, and thanks for being on the show today, brother.
You too, brother. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you so much for checking out today's episode. If you have any questions about the guests on the show, please reach out to me at valoanguy.us.